Hello. We are feeling prestigious to play this drama before you. Abhijnanasakunthalam is a well-known Sanskrit play by Kavi Kalidasa divided into 7 acts. The title of the play allows us an entry into the theme of the play, which denotes a play about Shakuntala focusing on her recognition by means of the doctrine of love, the ring. The protagonist of the play, Shakuntala, daughter of the sage Vishwamitra and the Apsara Menaka, was abandoned at birth by her parents. The sage Tanva happened to pass by the forest, meets the child and takes the child home and takes care of her. One day, while Tanva and the other elders of the hermits are away on a pilgrimage, King Dushyanta, while returning from a deer hunt, happened to stop by the hermit's cottage. There he sees Shakuntala and immediately falls for her. In the absence of the sage, they secretly marry in the ceremony of Gandharva Vivaha with Mother Nature as the witness. She is now carrying Dusyanta's child. Here, we are going to present the 4th act of this play. The role of the heroine Shakuntala is done by Arshita, and Adira is acting as Anasuya, Priyanka as Priyambada, Smriti as Harita, a pupil of Kanwa, Libya as Gautami, Vidya as female hermits, Ashwati as Kanwa, Vinci as Sharangadava, Ajit as Sharatwada, and Sini as Taurus, a group of foot nymphs not visible.
Priyambada, through our sweet from husband happily married, according to the rites of Gandharva, to a bridegroom equally in rank and accomplishments. Yet my affectionate heart is not wholly free from care, and one that gives me uneasiness.
What doubt, my Anasuya?
These princes are dismissed with gratitude by our parents, who had then completed their mystic rites. He is now gone to his capital, Hastinapura, where surrounded by 100 women in recesses of the palace. It may be doubted whether he will remember his charming bride.
In this respect, you may be quite easy. Men so well informed as he and well educated as he can never be utterly destitute of honor. And we have another thing to consider. When our father Kanna will arrive from the pilgrimage and shall hear what has passed, I could tell him how he may receive the intelligence.
You ask my opinion, he will, I think, approve the marriage.
Why do you think so?
Because he could desire nothing better than that his husband, so accomplished and so exalted, should take Shakuntala by the hand. It was, the declared object of his heart that she might be suitably married, and since heaven has done for him what he most wished to do, how can he possibly be dissatisfied?
You reason well. My friend, we have planned a sufficient store of flowers to scatter over the place of sacrifice.
Let us gather more to decorate the members of the goodness, who have procured for Shakuntala so much good fortune.
It is I, Hola.
I heard the voice, as it seems, of the guest arrived in the hermitage.
Let us hasten thither. Shakuntala is now reposing, but though we may, when she wakes, enjoy her presence, yet her mind will all day be absent with her departed lord.
Be it so, we have occasion, for all these flowers.
How dost thou know a
attention to a guest, then hear my imprecations. He on whom thou art meditating, on whom alone thy heart is now fixed, while thou neglectest a pure gem of devotion, who demands hospitality, shalt forget thee when thou seest him next as a man restored to sobriety, forgets the words which he uttered in a state of intoxication.
Alas me! Dreadful calamity! Our beloved friend has thrown your absence of mind. Provoked by her neglect, some holy man has reverence.
It must be so, for the choleric rumors of his going has come back.
Who else has the power to consume like a raging fire? Whatever offends him, go, Manasuya, go, fall on his feet, and persuade him, if possible, to return. And in the meantime, I will prepare the water and refreshment for him. Go.
I go with eagerness.
Though my eager hands, I have let the baskets fall. My religious duties must not be postponed.
His wrath, my beloved, passes all bounds, who from amongst the living could now appease him by the humblest prostration or entreaties. Yet at last he has a little relented.
That little is a great deal for him. But inform me, how you soothe him in a degree?
When he positively refused to come back, I threw myself at his feet and thus addressed him, holy saints, forgive. I entreat the offense of an amiable girl who has the highest veneration for you, but was ignorant, through distraction of mind, how exalted a personage was calling to her.
What then? What said he?
He answered thus, my word cannot not be recalled, but the spell which it has raised shall be wholly removed from her. Lord shall see his end, saying he disappeared.
Now have the conference, for before the monarch departed, and he fixed with his horn hand on the finger of Shakuntala the ring on which we saw the name Dushyanta engraved, and which we instantly recognize on him. Therefore, long will depend the remedy for the misfortune.
Come, let us now proceed to the shrines of goodness and implore their succor.
See, my Anasaya, our beloved friend sits like a motionless picture, supporting her long head with her left hand, while her mind is so intent to one object. She can pay no attention to herself, much less to a stranger.
Let the horrid imprecations, Priyamvada, remain a secret between us two. We must spare a feeling of her beloved, who is naturally susceptible of quick emotions.
Who would pour the boiling water in the blossom of tender Malika?
I am ordered by the Venerable Kana, who's returned from the palace of his pilgrimage to observe the time of the night, and am therefore come forth to see how much remains of it. On one side, the moon, who kindles the flowers of the Oshadi, has nearly sunk in his western bed, and on the other, the sun, seated behind his charioteer Arun, is beginning his course. The lustre of them both is conspicuous when they rise and when they set, and by their example should men be equally firm in prosperous and in adverse fortune. The moon has now disappeared, and the night flower pleases no more. It leaves only a remembrance of its odor and languishes like a tender bride whose pain is intolerable in the absence of her beloved. The ruddy morn empurples the dewdrops on the branches of yonder Vadari. The peacock, shaking of sleep, hastens from the cottages of hermits interwoven with holy grass, and yonder antelope, springing hastily from the place of sacrifices, which is marked with his hoofs, raises himself on high and stretches his graceful limbs. How is the moon fallen from the sky with diminished beams? The moon who had laid his foot on the head of Sumeru, king of mountains, and had climbed, scattering the rear of darkness, even to the central palace of Vishnu. Thus do the great men of this world ascend with extreme labor and to summit of ambition, but easily and quickly descend from it.
Such has been the affection of Shakuntala, though she was bored in austere devotion, averse from sensual enjoyments. How unkind was the king to leave her!
The proper time has come for performing Homa. I must apprise a preceptor of it.
The shades of night are dispersed, and I am hardly awake. But were I ever so perfectly in my senses, what could I now do? My hands move not readily to the usual occupations of the morning. Let the blame be cast on love only, by whom our friend has been reduced to her present condition. Through a monarch who has broken his word, or does the implication of Durvasas already prevail? How else could a virtuous king who made so solemn an engagement has suffered so long a time to elapse without sending even a message? Shall we convey the fatal ring to him? Or what expedient can be suggested for the relief of this incomparable girl who mourns without ceasing? Yet what fault has she committed? With all my zeal for her happiness, I cannot summon courage enough to inform our Father Kanna that she is pregnant. What then, or what step can I take to relieve her anxiety?
Come, Anasuya, come quickly. They are making suitable preparations for conducting Shakuntala to her husband's palace.
What say you, my friend?
Hear me. I just went to Shakuntala only to ask if she had slept well. But
What then? Oh, what then?
she was sitting with her hand bent on her knee when her father Kanna, entering her apartment, embraced and congratulated her. My sweet child, he said.
My sweet child, there has been a happy omen. The young Brahmin who officiated in our morning sacrifice, though his sight was impeded by clouds of smoke, dropped the clarified butter into the very center of the adorable flame. Now, since the close act of my pupil has prospered, my foster child, I must not be suffering longer to languish in sorrow. And this day, I am determined to send thee from the cottage of the old hermit who bred thee up to the palace of the monarch who has taken thee by the hand.
My friend, who told Kanna what passed in his absence?
When he entered the place where that holy fire was blazing, he heard a voice from the heaven pronouncing divine mercies.
Ah, you astonish me.
Hear the celestial voice. Know that the adopted daughter of pious Brahman has received from the Dushyanta a ray of glory destitute to rule the world. As the word, Swami becomes pregnant with the mysterious fire.
I am delighted, my beloved. I am transported with joy. But since they mean to deprive us of our friend so soon as today, I feel that my delight is at least equal by my sorrow.
Oh, we must submit patiently to the anguish of parting. Our beloved friend will now be very happy, and that should console us.
Let us now make haste to dress her in bridal array. I have already for that purpose filled the shell of a coconut which you see fixed on an amra tree with the fragrant dust of Nagakesaras. Take it down and keep it in a fresh lotus leaf. I collect some goranjana from the pocket of a sacred cow, some earth from consecrated ground, and some fresh kusa grass, of which I will make a paste to ensure good fortune.
By all means.
O Gautami, bid the two Mishras Sarangarava and Sharadvada make ready to accompany my child Shakuntala.
Lose no time, Anasuya. Lose no time. Our father Kana is giving orders to the intended journey to Hastinapura.
I am here. Let us go, my Priyamvada.
Here stands our Shakuntala after her bath at sunrise, while many holy women who were congratulating her carrying baskets of holy grain. Let us hasten to greet her.
I prostrate myself before the goddess.
My child, thou canst not pronounce to offend the word goddess. Thus wilt thou procure great felicity for thy Lord.
Mayest thou, O royal bride, be delivered on a shield.
Oh my friends, you are welcome. Let us sit a while together.
Now you must be patient. Whilst I bind on a charm to secure your happiness.
That is kind, which has been decided this day. And the pleasure of being the and my sweet friends will not soon return.
Beloved, it is unbecoming to weep at this time, when you are going to be so happy. Your elegant person deserves the richer appeal. It is now decorated with such rude flowers as we could procure in this forest.
Here is a complete dress. Let a queen wear it auspiciously and may her life long.
My son, Harita whence came this apparel?
From the devotion of her father Kana.
It's a creation of the mind.
Attentive, the venerable sage gave this order. Bring fresh flowers for Shakuntala from the most beautiful trees. And suddenly the wood nymphs appeared, raising their hands, which revealed new leaves in beauty and softness. Some of them wore a lower mantle, bright as the moon, the presage of her felicity. Another pressed the juice of Laksha to stain her feet, exquisitely red. The rest were busied in forming the gayest ornaments, and they eagerly showered their gifts on us.
Thus, it is that even the bee, whose nest is within the holy tree, does homage to the honey of the lotus flower.
This gracious favor is a token of peculiar happiness which you are to enjoy in your husband palace.
I must hasten to carry Nayana, who's gone to bathe in the Malini, and let him know the signal kindness of the wood nymphs.
My sweet friend, I little expected so splendid a dress. How shall I adjust it properly? Oh, my skill in painting will supply me with some hints, and I will dispose the drapery according to art.
I well know you are such a fool him.
This day must Shakuntala depart. That is resolved, yet my soul is smitten with anguish. My speech is interrupted by a torrent of tears, which my reason suppresses and turns inward. My very sight is dimmed. Strange that the affliction of a forester, retired from the haunts of men, should be so excessive. Oh, with what pangs must they who are fathers of families be afflicted on the departure of a daughter?
Now, my Shakuntala, you are becomingly decorated. Wear this flower waist, the gift from the Salvian goddesses.
My child, my spiritual father, whose eyes overflow with joy scepter, stands designed to embrace the estate before the ancient gods.
Mayst thou be cherished by thy husband, as Sharmista was cherished by Yadi. Mayst thou bring forth the sovereign of world, as she brought forth Guru.
This, my child, is not mere a village. Spoon actually confirmed.
My best beloved, come and walk round the sacrificial fire. May these fires preserve thee, fires which spring to their appointed stations on the holy earth, and consume the consecrated wood, while the fresh blades of mysterious fuchsia lie scattered around them. Sacramental fires which destroy sin with rising fumes of clarified butter. Now set out, my darling, on thy auspicious journey. Where are the attendants, the two Misras?
Holy sage, we are here. Holy sage, we are here.
My son Sarangarava, show thy sister her way.
Come, damsel.
Here, all ye trees of this hallowed forest, ye trees in which the Sylvan goddesses have their abode, hear and proclaim that Shakuntala is going to the palace of her wedded lord. She who drank not, though thirstily, before you were watered, she who cracked not, through affection for you, one of your fresh leaves, though she would have been pleased with such an ornament for her locks. She whose chief delight was in the season when your branches were spangled with flowers.
May her way be attended with prosperity. May propitious breezes sprinkle for her delight the odoriferous dust of rich blossoms. May pools of clear water, green with the leaves of the lotus, refresh her as she walks, and may the shady branches be her defense from the scorching sunbeams.
Was that the voice of Kogila wishing a happy journey to Shakuntala? Or did the nymphs, who are allied to the pious inhabitants of these woods, repeat the warbling of the musical bird and make its greeting their own?
Daughter, the Sylvan goddess, who loved their kindred hermits, have wished you prosperity, and are entitled to humble thanks.
Delighted as I am, O Queen Mother, with the thought of seeing again the son of my Lord. Yet, only in his grove, my earlier youth, I am encouraged to walk
mark the affiliation of the forest itself. When you time of your departure approaches, the female antelope blows no more on the collected cruise grass, and the peahen is ceased to dance on the lawn. The very plants of the grove, whose pale leaves fallen on the ground, lose their strength and their beauty.
Venerable Father, suffer me to address this Madhavi creeper, whose red blossom inflamed the grove.
My child, I know thy affection for it.
Oh, most radiant of clinging times, receive my embraces and return them with flexible arms from this day. Though removed to a fatal distance, I shall forever tide. Oh, beloved Father, consider this creeper as myself.
My darling, thy unable qualities have gained thee a husband equal to thyself. Such an event has been long. For thy sake, the chief object of my heart, and now, since my solicitude for thy marriage is at an end, I will marry thy favorite plant to the bridegroom Amra, who sheds fragrance near her. Proceed, my child, only thy journey.
Sweet friends, let these Madhavi creepers be precious deposit in your hands.
Alas, in whose care shall we be left?
Alas, in whose care shall we be left?
Tears are vain, Anasuya, or Shakuntala ought rather to be supported by your firmness than weakened by your weeping.
Father, when you female antelope, who now move slowly from the weight of the young ones with which she is pregnant, shall be delivered of them, send me. I beg a kind message with the tidings of her safety. Do not forget.
My beloved, I will not forget it.
What is it that clings to the skirt of my robe and detains me?
It is thy adopted child, the title form, whose mouth, when the sharp points of Kusha grass had wounded it, has been sun often smeared by thy hand with the healing oil of Ingudi, who has seen sun often fed by thee with a handful of Shamaka grains, and now will not leave the footstep of his protectress.
Why those, though we tender found for me, who must leave our common dwelling place, as thou wast reared by me when thou heart's close to thy mother, who died soon after thy birth, so will my foster father attend thee. When we are separated with anxious care, return. Poor thing, return. We must part.
Thy tears, my child, will soothe the occasion. We shall not meet again. Be firm. See the direct road before thee and follow it. When the big tears lurks beneath thy beautiful eyelashes, then thy resolution check its first efforts to disengage itself in thy passage over this earth, where the paths are how high, now low, and the true paths seldom distinguished. The traces of thy feet must needs be unequal, but virtue will press thee right onward.
It is a scared road, holy says, that a benevolent man should accompany a traveler till he meet with abundance of water, and that too you had carefully observed. We are now near the brink of a large pool. Give us, therefore, your commands and return.
Let us rest a while under the shade of this Vada tree. What message can I send with propriety to the noble Dushmanta?
My beloved friend, every heart in our asylum is fixed on you alone. are afflicted by a departure. Look, the bird Chakravada, called by his name, who is almost hidden by the water lilies, gives her no answer, but having dropped from his bill the fibers of lotus stones which he had plucked, gazes on you with inexpressible tenderness.
My son Sarangarava, remember, when thou shalt present Shakuntala to the king, to address him thus, in my name, considering us hermits as virtuous indeed, but rich only in devotion, and considering also thy own exalted birth, retain thy love for this girl, which arose in the bosom without any interference of her kindred, and look on her among thy wives with the same kindness which they experience. More than that cannot be demanded, since particular affection must depend on the will of heaven.
Your message, Venerable Sir, is deeply rooted in my remembrance.
Now, my darling, thou too must be gently astonished. We, who are humble foresters, are yet acquainted with the world which we have forsaken.
Nothing can be unknown to the wife.
Here, my daughter, when thou art settled in the mansion of thy husband, show due reverence to him and to those whom he reveres. Though he have other wives, be rather an affectionate handmaid to them than a rival. Should he displease thee, let not thy resentment lead thee to disobedience in thy contact to thy domestics. Be rigidly just and impartial, and seek not eagerly thy own gratifications. By such behavior, young women become respectable. But perverse wives are the bane of a family. What thinks Gautami of this lesson?
It is incomparable, my child. Be sure to remember it.
Come, my beloved girl, give a parting emprise to me and to thy tender companion.
Must Anasuya and Priyamada return to the hermitage.
Thy too, my child, must be suitably married, and it would not be proper for them yet to visit the city, but Gautami will accompany thee.
Removed from the bosom of my father, like a young sandal tree, and from the hills of Malaya. How shall I exit in a strange soul?
Be not so anxious when thou shalt be mistress of a family and consort of a king. Thou mayst indeed be occasionally perplexed by the intricate affairs which arise from exuberance of wealth, but wilt then think lightly of this transient affliction, especially when thou shalt have a son, bright as the rising day star. Know also with certainty that the body must necessarily, at the appointed moment, be separated from the soul, who then can be immoderately afflicted, when the weaker bonds of eccentric relations are loosened or even broken.
My father, I thus humbly declare my veneration for you.
Excellent girl, may my effort for thy happiness prove successful.
Come, then my beloved raise me up.
My friend, if the virtuous monarch should not at once recollect you, only show him the ring on which his own name is engraved.
My heart flutters at the bare apprehension which you have raised.
Fear not, Shakuntala, my sweet. Love always rises ideas of misery, and which are seldom, more never realized.
Holy sage, the sun has risen to a considerable height. Let the queen hasten her departure.
When, my father, oh, when again shall I behold this asylum of virtue.
Daughter, when thou shalt long have been wedded like this fruitful earth to the pious monarch, and shalt have borne him a son, whose car shall be matchless in battle. Thy Lord shall transfer to him the burden of empire, and thou, with thy Dushmanta, shalt again seek tranquility before thy final departure in this loved and consecrated grove.
Child, the proper time for journey passes away rapidly. Suffer thy father to return. Go, venerable man, go back to thy mansion, from which she is doomed to be so long absent.
Sweet child, this delay interrupts my religious duty.
You, my father, will perform them long without sorrow. But I, alas, I am destined to bear affliction.
Oh, my daughter, compel me not to neglect my daily devotions. No, my sorrow will not be diminished. Can it course, my beloved, when the plants which rise luxuriantly from the hallowed grains which thy hand has drawn before my cottage are continually in my sight. Go, may thy journey prosper.
Alas, alas, our beloved has been hidden by the trees.
My children, since your friend is at length departed, check your immoderate grief and follow me.
Holy Father, this grove will be a perfect faculty without Shakuntala.
Your affection will certainly give it that appearance. Me, yes, at last my weak mind has attained its due firmness after the departure of my Shakuntala. In truth, a daughter must sooner or later be the property of another, and having now sent her to her Lord, I find my soul clear and undisturbed, like that of a man who has restored to its honor an estimable deposit which he long had kept with solicitude.
And then Tanwa's men arrive at the top with Shakuntala. King Dushyanta is unable to recognize her. Durvasa's curse was being effect. The significant got lost. The king agrees to shelter Shakuntala till she gives birth to her baby, but the latter disappears. She then remembers the ring but realizes that she has lost it somewhere rejected. She returns back to the forest. After some time, an angler finds the ring in the stomach of a fish. He immediately gives it to the king, who on seeing the ring retells everything and rushes to the hermitage to meet Shakuntala. There they reunite and give birth to a child. He was named Bharat. Thanks for watching.